Hi, my name is Bianca and this is my recreation of TicTacToe. The tutorial I used is Unity Beginner TicTacToe Tutorial by VR with Andrew on YouTube. I used 5 parts of the tutorial. As you can see, I used some presets already created by Unity, such as the canvas. Within the canvas, I created the lines using Image under the UI section of Unity. I then scaled them to correlate to the size of the canvas, which is 600 by 600. I also labeled all the prefabs by using PR in the hierarchy. Within my game, I used 3 scripts labeled cell, board, and main. Within the cell script, I made 3 public game objects. One for text, one for the button, and one for a game object by the name of main. Each have a unique label to tell them apart when referring to them in any other part of the script. I had to make sure to reference them within the script so the script knows what I'm referring to when I call to them. Next, I used a public void function. Within this function are 3 lines of code: the mButton, mLabel, and mMain. The mButton code is used to make sure that once our button is pressed, then we can no longer interact with it. This is so when a player places an X or an O in a space, the other player can no longer place anything within that square. The mLabel code is used to set the text for each player's turn so it will show up as X or O within the game. And lastly, the mMain code is used to switch the player's turn. Next, within the board script, I made a variable labeled mCell prefab. This will be used to drag the cell prefab within Unity to this object reference within the component. Then I created a private variable labeled mCells. This variable is an array that can store 9 items, one for each box of the TicTacToe board. Next we have the public void function. This piece of code is used to store objects within the array that was created. This stores the information to be used in a different script that has to use this information. The code also is used to reference the information in my script labeled main. The brackets are used to clarify that the script is calling to the information in the main script for all 9 parts of our grid. Next we have the public void reset. This is used to make the mButton prefab interactable. This allows the player to place an X or O into each box within the game. The public bool check for winner code is used to check for a winner in each direction that you can win within TicTacToe. The first piece is used to find a match horizontally, the next one is used to find a winner vertically, and the last 2 are used to check for the right and left diagonal of the board. Lastly, in the main script, we call to the board object and the game object mWinner within Unity using the public game object and public board functions. We then set a private boolean to true and label it mxTurn. Next we have the private int code. This allows the script to count how many turns have been taken. Next we have the private void awake function. This is used to initialize any code that is within this function as soon as the game starts. The line of code within this function calls to the build function of our board. Next we have public void switch. This allows the game to identify which player goes next. It is used to switch between the 2 players, O and X. Next we have the bool has winner function. This is used to check and see if there's a winner yet. The if statement looks to see if there have been 9 turns already, and if there are, it will end the game. Next we have the public string. This states if the boolean mxTurn is true, then it shall return X, and if not, return an O. This function allows the players to take turns. Next we have private IEnumerator endgame. This line of code says if we have a winner, then return the text that will show which letter won. Example, X1 or O1. If there isn't a winner identified, then the text will say it is a draw. Lastly, we have the wait for second code. This line of code is used to make the game wait 5 seconds before it resets the board, meaning it resets the game after the game has ended and the players can play once again. Here is a demonstration of the functionality of the game. As you can see, when I click a cell, it immediately places an X, and if I click another cell, it places an O. If I keep going, I have 3 possible outcomes. X can win, O can win, or it'll be a draw. Referring back to the board script, as you can see, these functions allow the player to win if all X's or O's are together horizontally, vertically, and diagonally. As you can see, if we put the same letter within 3 possibilities, the letter always wins, demonstrating that the script works. After 5 seconds of the player winning or coming to a draw, the game resets. This is my recreation of TicTacToe. Thank you for watching.